Fantasy and magic are powerful elements in Chinese culture and were very much a part of the florid Peking opera style of storytelling. These enchanting components were utilized in early filmmaking. As visually fantastic as these stories seem, they invariably had deep meaning for their audiences. Many were based on historical events, spiritual concepts, legends, and on popular novels. The techniques might seem a little crude by today's standards, but look closely, and you'll notice how they're still being incorporated into today's films.
A martial artist has to take responsibility for himself and to accept the consequences of his own doing.
What is the highest technique you hope to achieve?
To have no technique.
What are your thoughts when facing an opponent?
There is no opponent.
And why is that?
Because the word I does not exist. A good fight should be like a small play, but played seriously. When the opponent expands, I contract. When it contracts, I expand. And when there is an opportunity, I do not hit. It hits all by itself.
But without a doubt, the most accomplished female martial artist in Chinese cinema is Chen Xiang. In the 1930s, she formed a film company where she starred in and produced many martial arts films. strong stories married with notable action has been the basis of the best martial arts films. The burning of the Red Lotus Temple established that tradition. The film was so popular, it spawned a series of 27 movies. Sadly, not one of those films exists anymore.
Shaw Brothers.
In the 1950s, the Shaw Brothers built a huge, secluded, and totally self-contained studio on Clearwater Bay, Hong Kong. It was a city unto itself where everyone worked, lived, ate, and slept. Everyone. Set painters, directors, actors, prop masters, cameramen, anyone who had anything to do with making a film lived on the studio lot, miles from anywhere.
Lisa attends 2 schools. One is run by nuns, the other is run by Run Run Shaw. A Run Run Shaw education is fully comprehensive. His staff are instructed to teach the young pupils all he thinks they need to know about being a movie star. Every year, 50 unknowns are put on a year's trial. At the end of the year, only about 5 will make the grade, will be welcomed back to Shawtown. Lisa is one of the lucky ones. She's already been signed up for 3 years, and although Run Run Shaw never discloses money matters, in Lisa's case her contract is worth £50 a month, plus a year's tuition. All Run Run Shaw's films are shot silent. The sound comes later. This film will eventually be dubbed into half a dozen different languages. The effects specialists have become skillful at making the sound of violence larger than life. But of course, being Chinese, they also had to invent a machine.
obviously, of course, King Hu. I think he sets tone for many things. The use of negative space due to Chinese watercolor paintings. I think that's a lot of his background. And also Peking opera influences. I think most of his film, at least the best ones, are about the warm-up paragraphs in a nice program, Peking opera performing. Hero characters, bad characters, they come to one meal, they bing bang bing. Good guys win, something happens. But the rhythm, the performing art, the music aspect of it, the choreography, the poses, the rhythm, bang 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 bang, and all those rhythms, along with some, I guess, Hitchcockian or Eisenstein influences.
In addition to the beauty of the movement, there was also a very, very strong element of suspense. So his films and Chang Cheh are very different because King Hu emphasized the poetic romance between men and women.
In Chang Cheh's movies, women don't mean a thing. They're a drag at the best. At their best. Most of the time you don't even see them. So I don't think he cared for women. He enjoyed the beauty of men.
In those days, most of the leading stars were ladies. One-Armed Swordsman was one of the first pictures that emphasized on the male lead.
哦，又是你这个残废啊！哎，小妞呢？
One-Armed Swordsman. I think that is the one that really blew me away. And for me, it means a lot. Because I had polio when I was like a baby. So I sort of like consider myself a little bit inadequate, not as normal as anybody. And when I watched that movie, it's sort of like give me electric joke, you know, like you can do it. You know, the guy even in one arm can even fight the best martial artists in the world, you know? And that has a lot of great impression, that movie, when I was growing up.
Master, I no longer believe in your ways. I have my own path to go.
He was saying, don't let your youth be a weakness. Understand and train it to become your strength. He acknowledged that this was his version of the American classic, Rebel Without a Cause. One-Armed Swordsman was just one of nearly 100 movies Chang Cheh directed, many of which became classics. And it wasn't just his marriage of bloody realism and intellectual insights that made him revered, but also his stylized way of shooting and editing. He was influenced by Arthur Penn's 1967 seminal gangster movie, Bonnie and Clyde, and its use of slow motion. Master Lau Kar Lung.
I learned Hong Ga or Hong style boxing. My master, who is my father, is Lao Zam. And my father's master was Lam Sai Wing. And who was Lam Sai Wing's master? Everyone knows. It's Wang Fei Hong. Who is Wang Fei Hong's master? Luk A Choi. Who was Luk A Choi's master? Meng Zixin. He was Southern Shaolin. When Wang Fei Hong started filming, then of course I was useful because I fought the martial art. In the beginning, we had to really fight with real Kung Fu. That's how we shot Wang Fei Hong. Now, 36 chambers of Shaolin. I wanted to show this thing called Kung Fu. What is Kung Fu? Kung Fu does not rely on fighting. Many things have to do with awareness. Your eyes, your ears to listen, and all kinds of weapons. And everyone must train in all these chambers. Chamber of blaze, chamber of kicks, chamber of eyes, chamber of ears. They must train in each chamber. So I came up with the idea, the human body, each part that moves has feeling of motion. Every part that moves has feeling of motion. Feeling of motion. It has its own kind of charisma. So I decided to show it in the 36th chamber. Human Kung Fu cannot be attained by sitting there and moving one part. The whole body must move.
Kick me. Kick me. What was that? An exhibition? We need emotional content. Try again. I said emotional content, not anger. Now try again, with me. That's it. How did it feel to you?
Let me think.
Don't think. Feel. It is like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory. Do you understand? Never take your eyes off your opponent, even when you bow. That's it.
Surround him!
Boxing. Oh, come on now. What do you think? But can he do more? Of course he can.
Hey, you're a bunch of fools. Come on. Let's run. Wait for us. Take as much as you can carry. Okay.
Hey, who's gonna pay for that?
Master wants to charge a pound.
All right then.
Hey, where'd they go? Over there, I think. Let's go. Wait for us. Hurry, ladies. Oh, I'm going to call the police. Come Don't do that. They have their punches ahead.
But Father will kill me.
You can blame it all on me. You're going to lose if you don't, so just go ahead.
Yes.
Here you go, another bottle. Two at once? Neverling, do you think that's a good idea? Don't worry, it gives him power.
One more drink would be helpful.
Here is a very last bottle.
You get up! What the hell is that?
What does it mean when there's a picture of a skull?
Oh, good stuff. The last one really hit the spot. Monkey drinks master's wine. There was a crazy cross-screw open wine bottle. I had to wash his face. Pop the bottle. What's wrong? You have a hangover? Kill it! I'll get you now! You like drunken monkey? Eagle carries wine bottle. Waterfall!
That one there, I showed you.
Here's a Peter Piper playing the flute.
Oh, that's a good one.
Down the hatch! Wheelbarrow! Drinking May flirting with the master. Snake eyes.
And this one? Gypsy wine. It's called Gypsy what? Just watch.
Uncle stirs the barrel. Come back!
Stay home! Can't even stand up straight. I need some more wine.
大家發財啊！
呢間我嘅，唔好爭啊！喂喂喂喂！
睇我差人啦！阿媽企喺度，走開啊！
Hey,
了不起啊！
Superman's distress signal is coming from that small moon.
That's no moon. Initiate cloaking mode. Oracle, I've located Superman.
Excellent. Then it looks like you're good to go.
There's something else I need.
My lord, sensors indicate a breach of security in your armory.
He's here for the Kryptonian. Lock down cell blocks 3 and 4, and leave the rest to me.
Oracle, I'm approaching Superman's location.
You've made a mistake coming here.
Release Superman. While you still can.
You do not know the power of the dark side.
I'll take my science over your magic any day. Let's see how well you breathe now.
The Force will sustain me long enough.
Exactly. Better focused on you than me.
You underestimated me.
I underestimate nothing.
You cannot win. You've wasted your opportunity to defeat me. Now, you will die. Your theatrics will not help you.
How's this for theatrics?
not defeat me.
It wasn't supposed to.
Thanks, Bruce. I owe you.
I know.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
Did you hear something? I'm sure it's nothing.